Africa is a continent of unparalleled beauty and diversity, its landscapes, cultures, and, yes, its people. While economic challenges might paint a harsh picture for some countries, they're also home to some of the most resilient, vibrant, and stunning women you'll ever meet. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the 10 poorest African countries, but with a twist. Despite the struggles, these nations showcase the incredible strength and beauty of their women, who shine as symbols of hope and pride for their communities. Get ready to discover their stories, their cultures, and what makes these women truly breathtaking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more unique content like this. Now, let's dive in. Number 10. Malawi. Imagine this: you wake up to the serene beauty of Lake Malawi, a cup of freshly brewed coffee in hand, and the sound of the waves gently lapping the shore. Your rent is about $100 a month for a cozy place with a view of your food. The price of a meal won't even make you flinch. Spending $10 a day here is impossible. But let's dive into why this little gem in Southeast Africa is the ultimate destination for mature men looking for a cheap yet luxurious life, with the bonus of beautiful women who will make you feel like you're in a romance movie. First off, let's talk about the cost of living. If you're trying to spend $10 a day in Malawi, you'll either stop eating or rent a room without windows. Seriously, rent in cities like Lilongwe or Blantyre is dirt cheap. Think around $150 for a decent one-bedroom apartment in the city center. You could live like a king here for pennies compared to what you'd spend in most Western cities. And when it comes to food, a hearty meal at a local restaurant or food stand will barely cost you $3 street food, and a snack of fried fish or samosas could cost less than $1. You'd be lucky to even finish your $10 daily budget. But what sets Malawi apart is the people, the women known for their warmth, hospitality, and undeniable charm. Malawian women are the kind of women you'll find hard to forget. Number 9. Nigeria. Here, the hustle never stops. The food is hot, and the women are, well, let's just say they could stop traffic without even trying. If you're looking for a place to live where your dollars stretch, your social life thrives, and your eyes are constantly treated to some serious eye candy, Nigeria might just be your next adventure. Let's start with the important stuff. The cost of living and rent in Nigeria is ridiculously cheap. You can find a decent apartment in the heart of Lagos for as little as $200 per month. That's right, $200. What you'd pay for a basic studio in a Western city will get you a full-on apartment in one of Africa's most vibrant cities. Fancy living in Abuja, a nice one-bedroom flat could set you back $300 a month, and with prices like that, you'll have plenty left over for the more important things in life, like enjoying a few beers with the locals and going for an unforgettable night out. And then there's the food. Street food in Nigeria is both an experience and a bargain for just a couple of bucks. You can chow down on jollof rice, pounded yam, and spicy suya, all washed down with some palm wine. Number 8. Senegal. Let's talk about Senegal, where the rhythms of Afrobeat play in the streets. The food is spicy and delicious, and your money goes further than you ever imagined. If you've ever wanted to live like a king, enjoy stunning sunsets over the Atlantic and surround yourself with some of the most gorgeous women on the continent, Senegal is your ticket. And get this, it's almost impossible to blow through $10 a day here. First, let's talk cost of living in Senegal. Your $10 won't even last through lunch accommodation. Well, you could snag a clean, comfortable, one-bedroom apartment in the capital city of Dakar for about $150 per month. That's right, $150, and you're living in one of Africa's most vibrant and culturally rich cities. No need to share a dorm or sleep on a couch. You get your own space in a city that's bursting with life, culture, and fantastic food. Now, when it comes to eating, your money goes so far that it's almost unfair. You could fill your stomach with a delicious plate of thivourian, the national dish, made of fish, rice, and vegetables, for less than $2, and that's not even the cheapest option. Street food like brochettes, grilled meat skewers, or a filling bowl of soup will cost you about $1 if you fancy a night out. You can still indulge in a hearty dinner for $5, and you'll probably have some leftovers for lunch tomorrow. But what gets your attention in Senegal isn't just the price of living, it's the people. And let's talk about the women. Stunning doesn't even begin to describe the beauty of Senegalese women. Number 7. Ethiopia. Welcome to Ethiopia, a country so affordable it makes you question why you're still living in the West. Where else can you indulge in rich history, sip on the best coffee in the world, and live comfortably on the same budget you'd spend on a takeout dinner at home? Let's kick things off with the basics. Rent in Ethiopia. You can rent a one-bedroom apartment in the heart of Addis Ababa for around $150 a month for what you might pay for a one-week Airbnb in a western city. You could be living in the bustling capital of one of Africa's most fascinating nations, and the beauty of Ethiopian rent, you get more space than you ever thought possible. You'll have room to stretch out, throw a few parties if that's your thing, or just lounge and enjoy the cozy, low-cost lifestyle. Now let's talk about food. Ethiopian cuisine is not just delicious, it's also ridiculously cheap. A traditional meal like injera with spicy stews will only cost you around $2 at a local restaurant. Want to try something lighter? Grab some sambusas, fried pastries for less than $1. Even the iconic coffee ceremonies where you'll enjoy freshly roasted coffee in a traditional setup won't set you back more than a few bucks. You can eat like royalty here without your wallet crying for mercy. Whether you're traveling through the mountains of Lalibela, soaking in the stunning landscapes of the Simeon Mountains, or enjoying the calm beauty of Lake Tana. Number 6. Kenya. The land of safaris, stunning landscapes, and beautiful women who can turn a simple hello into an unforgettable moment. Let me walk you through why Kenya is one of the cheapest and most rewarding places to live in Africa. If you're trying to live in Nairobi, Kenya's bustling capital, you might think the rent would be sky high. Think again. You can find a decent, cozy, one-bedroom apartment in the city for around $100 to $150 a month. That's right, what you pay for a week's worth of rent in most Western cities will cover an entire month in one of Africa's most dynamic cities, and if you decide to escape the city buzz and head to a smaller town or coastal area like Mombasa, you'll find even more affordable options. Rent in Mombasa, a mere $75 to $100 for a nice place near the beach. You'll be living like a local king on a budget. Kenyan food is as flavorful as it is affordable. You can chow down on a hearty plate of ugali cornmeal, sukuma greens and beef stew for around $2 in most local joints. Not in the mood for a heavy meal? A tasty street snack like roasted corn or a nyama choma grilled meat skewer will cost you just $1 or $2. And when you're craving something even fancier, you can still enjoy a nice restaurant meal for under $5. Go ahead, try to spend more than $10 in one day. You'll be full satisfied and left with plenty of cash in your pocket to get a second helping of those delicious chapatis. And then, of course, there are the women. Oh, the women. Kenya's women are legendary, not just for their beauty, but for their strength, intelligence, and confidence. Number 5. Zambia. Welcome to Zambia, where the costs are so low that you'll be checking your wallet like you've stumbled upon a glitch in the Matrix. Imagine this. You're living in a country packed with stunning landscapes, friendly locals, and rich culture, all while your bank account is smiling. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's your reality. Here in Zambia, in cities like Lusaka or Livingstone, you can rent a modest, fully furnished apartment for around $150 to $200 a month. That's right, $150 will get you a place with all the essentials, and you still won't have to worry about sharing with roommates or struggling to find a place that feels like home. Rent in Zambia is so cheap that you'll find yourself living in a much larger, more comfortable space than you ever could back home. If you're lucky enough to live near Livingstone, you're only a stone's throw away from the mighty Victoria Falls, and it'll cost you less than $200 a month to rent a place just minutes away. That's priceless living for pennies. Zambian cuisine is as satisfying as it is affordable. You can grab a hearty meal of nshima, a maize dish, and relish for under $2 at a local eatery. Street food like fried fish or a meat skewer for around $1. Want a full sit-down meal with drinks? Even in a more upscale restaurant, you'll barely pay more than $5. Go ahead, try to spend more than $10 in a day on food alone. It's impossible. Even if you treated yourself to dessert, you'd still have money left to buy a souvenir or two from a local market. But let's talk about what makes Zambia special: the women. Zambia is home to some of the most stunning and charming women in Africa. These women are not only beautiful but also incredibly friendly, confident, and open-minded. Number 4. Uganda. Welcome to Uganda, where living on $10 a day isn't just possible. It's downright difficult. I mean, good luck trying to blow through that budget when a full meal costs about the same as a tip in some Western countries. Uganda is the perfect blend of beautiful landscapes, vibrant culture, and an incredibly affordable lifestyle all wrapped up in one enticing package. Trust me, you'll be living like royalty, and your wallet will still be fat enough to buy that second round of Nile Special. First, let's talk about the cost of living. Rent in Uganda. You can score a decent one-bedroom apartment in the heart of Kampala for around $100 to $150 a month. That's right, what you'd pay for a couple of nights in a cramped hotel room in most Western cities can secure you an entire month of comfortable living in one of East Africa's most vibrant capitals. Now let's talk food because, in Uganda, you could live on street food and still have money left over for a taxi. A delicious plate of matoke plantains with beans and a side of pasho cornmeal will set you back about $2. A hearty bowl of chapati flatbread with some fried chicken about the same. Even if you decide to go all out and treat yourself to a fresh fish meal by Lake Victoria, you'll still pay less than $5. Go ahead, try to eat all day, and spend over $10. Spoiler alert, it's almost impossible. You'll end up with leftovers of full belly and change in your pocket. But let's get to the fun part, Uganda's women. If you've ever heard of Ugandan beauty, it's not just a rumor. The women here are stunning, and they've got a charisma that'll make you stop in your tracks. From Kampala to the lakeside town of Entebbe, you'll find women who are not only beautiful but also confident and friendly. They'll greet you with a smile and a friendly chat, making it super easy to strike up a conversation, whether you're sipping a local beer at a bar, visiting a market, or just strolling around town. Number 3. Tanzania. Welcome to Tanzania, where living like a king on a budget is not just possible, it's downright easy. From the stunning beaches of Zanzibar to the wild safaris of the Serengeti, Tanzania offers jaw-dropping beauty, a rich cultural scene, and a lifestyle so affordable you'll wonder why you haven't moved here sooner. Let's start with the basics. Rent. Picture this. You're living in one of Africa's most beautiful countries, and your rent is less than what you'd pay for a one-night stay at a basic hotel in the West. In Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's largest city, you can find a clean, comfortable, one-bedroom apartment for around $150 to $200 per month. That's right, just $200 will get you a place to call home in a bustling metropolis on the Indian Ocean, with the city's beaches just a short walk away. And if you're looking to go off the beaten path to a more tranquil area like Arusha or Moshi, you could find even cheaper options. Rent here is so affordable it'll make you want to move in immediately, and you won't even need to empty your bank account to do it. Now, let's talk about food. Oh boy, if you're a foodie, Tanzania will have you grinning from ear to ear and belly full. A typical meal of ugali cornmeal with beans or vegetables will set you back around $2. Want something more substantial, like grilled chicken or a fresh fish dish with rice, maybe $3, and those incredible street food snacks like samosas or fried plantains around $1. Honestly, you'd have to work hard to break a $10 bill in one day just on food, and even then, you'd probably have enough left over to buy a cold drink to enjoy while watching the sunset over the Indian Ocean. But let's not forget what makes Tanzania truly unforgettable. Number 2. Egypt. If you're the kind of guy who thinks $10 a day is barely enough for a cup of overpriced coffee and a stale croissant in the West, then Egypt is about to blow your mind. You'll probably spend your entire day living the high life and still have enough chance to buy a souvenir from a bazaar. Let's break it down. First off, rent. In Cairo, one of the largest cities in Africa, you can score a cozy, one-bedroom apartment in a decent neighborhood for about $150 to $200 a month, and we're not talking about a rundown place. You'll have a comfortable spot to call home, with air conditioning, basic furniture, and all the modern amenities you'd expect in a major city if you're looking for something even more affordable. Places in other cities like Alexandria or Luxor can be found for around $100 to $150 per month. That's less than what you'd pay for a night in a mediocre hotel back home, and you get to live here in Egypt for a month now. Let's talk about the most exciting part, the food picture. This a fresh filling meal in a local restaurant for under $3. We're talking about delicious local dishes like kosher, a blend of rice, pasta, lentils, and fried onions, or falafel with pita. That's right, you could eat at a restaurant every single day, 3 meals a day, and still crack $10 street food, even cheaper. A falafel sandwich, a hearty shawarma, or a slice of pizza will cost you around $1, sometimes less. Now let's talk about what's going to keep your eyes wide open. Egypt's women, with their incredible style, magnetic personalities, and radiant beauty, Egyptian women have a way of making you feel like you're in a movie. Number 1. Morocco. The land where ancient traditions meet modern vibrance, all wrapped up in a bow of ridiculously affordable living. If you've ever dreamed of sipping mint tea while watching the sunset over the Atlas Mountains or getting lost in the labyrinthine streets of Medina without worrying about your wallet, then Morocco is the destination you've been looking for. Seriously, $10 a day here, you'd be struggling to spend it all. Let me explain why. Let's talk about rent first. A decent apartment in one of Morocco's bustling cities, like Marrakesh or Fez, it's practically a steal. A one-bedroom in a charming neighborhood will cost you a mere $150 to $200 per month. That's less than what most of us pay for a month's worth of grocery bills. You could even go more traditional and rent a riad, a gorgeous, tiled home with a courtyard, for around $250 per month. The type of home you'll get in Morocco is an absolute steal, offering both comfort and culture, and if you're not into living in the city, rural areas offer even cheaper rent. The idea of a spacious, well-maintained apartment at this price will make you wonder if you've discovered some kind of budget nirvana. Now let's move on to food. When you think of Moroccan food, think vibrant, delicious, and way cheaper than you'd expect. You can sit down at a local restaurant and enjoy a full, party meal for $2, yes, $2, a steaming bowl of the tagine with lamb, a fresh couscous, or a warm kebab sandwich, all under $3. Street food even cheaper, a fresh pastry from a local bakery or a bowl of harira Moroccan soup can be had for $1. You could eat like a king on Morocco's delicious street food for less than $5 a day. And that's being extravagant. You'd have a tough time spending $10 just on food because your stomach will be full long before you hit that limit. Trust me, you'll need to remind yourself to slow down and savor the flavors. So hopefully you did enjoy the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. Also don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more videos like this one. We will see you in the next video. Thank you.